this anthem tracks. Boy, I ain't playing.
Doing a countdown?
We just start when we start. Shit. All right, y'all. Welcome to Grown Man Shit, man. We doing it in a different location. Just figuring out how this shit gonna work.
Bringing it to the couch.
Yeah, you know, because that's where we talk about this shit all the time, on the couch, right?
You know, I think it's only befitting. Literally, this couch has seen a lot of happiness, a lot of sadness, a lot of anger as well.
Yeah.
I mean, how many couches have like 3, 2, and
3
a
couches.
table?
Let's see. Yeah, we started off with a nice boardroom table.
Yes.
And from the boardroom table, we went to the.
The boardroom table would have been perfect.
It would have been.
That would have been the perfect setup.
But then it wouldn't have been as comfortable as we are now.
We also had some pretty good Mexican food. So
oh my goodness, El Kioscos, thank you for knocking us out.
Thank you. Yes. Whew, delicious. Chef's kiss and the horchata. Don't even get me started on the horchata.
Nah, I'm still trying to finish mine off.
But mine was damn near gone before we left.
I saw that.
Oh boy. But yes, welcome to Grown Man Shit, y'all. Where nothing is off limits.
Nothing
New perspective from the old school and new era. Man's point of view. I mean, shit. That's what it's all about.
Yeah, exactly. At least this show.
At least this one is. We can't speak for everybody else.
Yeah.
Can't speak for everybody else. So now we're gonna just go ahead and dive right on into the opening statements. My friend, take it off.
Oh man. Sheesh. So I'm gonna go into, it seems like nowadays we have a new breed of ladies. I'm not saying all ladies are like this. But I call it trifling and laziness, where you really want a man to go in and try to help you out with everything, and you don't want to give anything back. I'm not even talking about sex. I'm talking about funds. I'm even talking about a thank you, or reciprocation in any type of way. If that man that helps you out needs some help, you go and help him out. Or, back in the day, you used to go and help a woman, and she would cook for you. At least back in my day.
Like what you want to eat?
Exactly. And not take you out to eat, but taking out is cool. Nowadays, I get to taking out because I understand there's not too many women out there that know how to cook anymore.
Which is a damn shame. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
We might as well,
I shouldn't even say that because it's grown man shit. We gonna talk about it.
I mean, like you said, there's nothing off limits here. We just, how you ladies are sick and tired of stuff. We're beyond sick and tired of shit. I mean, first of all, I don't like the double standard shit. You women are like, well, you men are doing us wrong, so we're going to do exactly what you do. How's that helping out anything? I think that's adding to the problem. Now, you guys have just become the problem. And it's not even your generation. It's the generation before yours that you're talking about. Or the man that it is that you choose. And men, if you're having problems with women, it's the women that you're choosing. Not all men deserve to be ridiculed. There are good men out there. You women have to just choose them. Sometimes I think you women just choose the wrong men in order to complain.
You actually took my opening statements right out my mouth. But but I agree. I mean, shit. I mean, literally, I was gonna be my opening statement. So I guess just piggybacking off of that. No, seriously, I actually came across a meme, and it said, let me pull it up real quick. And it legit says, and I quote,
Be right back.
if you're not bringing anything to the table, give up your seat. That's one of them. Second one is the biggest problem with this era is y'all respect the motherfucker pockets more than their character. Let me tell you something. That is the honest to God truth. And like, ladies, let me just put it out there. Like, I like at least I don't know how other men feel, but me myself, I do not. Like, it is a complete turnoff. Like, when you only know the person for like 2 seconds, please don't ask for them. Don't ask for more than $12. I mean, just putting it out
Is
there.
this on a date or is this a?
No, this is just like, hey, can I get some money from you?
Oh hell no.
Yeah, like don't.
Oh hell no.
I mean, even $12 is pushing it, but like, I'm a pretty, generous guy, but like, don't ask for more than $12.
You know what? It's crazy because if you want to get to the sex talk, it's like the reciprocation is there on both ends. If you feel what I'm saying, but you asking for my money, something I work very
Very
for.
hard for.
And you think that what's in between your legs is worth my money, and I don't even know you like that.
And
I haven't even built a relationship with you or a serious rapport.
not even that, bro. But like, let's just even go even deeper. When you got women that literally they dealt with motherfuckers that, oh well, I did this for him, that for him, but then the one motherfucker that seemed like he got a little bit of loot, a little bit of cash in his pocket and whatnot. I want you to do all this shit for me. First, fuck of all, that shit ain't happening. Cause you do all that shit and then the pussy trash. Like, I need a refund. And we know most women nowadays, you just gonna be out of fucking luck.
Well, you know how I feel about the shit. I'm
And
not gonna lie. I love sex, but to me, it's not about the sex. It's about the relationship. If the
exactly.
relationship is good, then we can build better sex plans if the sex isn't that good. But if the relationship is good, believe me, I'm gonna make sure the sex is on point. But all this going after a man's pockets or a man going after a woman's pockets means one thing: you're a child, and you need to grow the fuck up.
Literally.
You need to man up or woman up on your fucking own.
Literally.
And don't depend on the other sex to do for you. Ladies, this is my beef with you.
Talk to him.
It seems like you guys get yourselves into situations, get out of the situation, but jump right back into the same situation numerous times, but want to blame the other person. At what point in time do you take accountability for yourself and say, maybe it's me fucking up? Maybe it's me getting into these dumbass relationships. Maybe it's me choosing these dumbass men. Maybe it's me that fucked up a great relationship. See, we as men have to take accountability. At least most of us. There are some out there that don't have to take accountability or don't feel like they have to take accountability. But you have picked up on the wrong syndrome. You have picked up on the wrong things to do. I remember when women used to hold a man down no matter what. Now, women, I'm saying choose your men wisely. Men, most definitely. Choose your woman wisely. Understand this, women and men. There are way more women out in this world than there are men. The choice is up to us. We're the prize. And if somebody gives you a ring for them to say, hey, I want you to be completely mine, and you take that, woman, don't do anything stupid to fuck that up unless he's fucked it up. Because that man made a serious sacrifice. You think you made the sacrifice, honey? No. No. You are not the prize. He is. But he made you his prize. Because there's a limit on us. And there's seriously a limit on good men. Pussy ain't shit. But a good man and good dick is hard to find together.
Literally.
So get your facts and your accountability straight and quit running around with all this hurt shit. I get it. If you're hurt, don't be in a fucking relationship.
Yes, most definitely. And no, like literally, like people talk about men and whatnot, but like this is just for everybody, man, woman. If you're hurt, if you're not ready for a relationship, please don't step to it. Don't step to somebody. If you're fresh out of a relationship, please take some time to heal yourself.
Yes. Grow.
Take some time to grow. Because understand something. This is what I don't get, and this is what really gets me is when you have single women out here that can't even support themselves as a single person, but yet want to be in a relationship with somebody, knowing that you can't even support yourself.
Men don't fall into that trap.
Like
now you're falling victim to their circumstance.
Now,
what did you say? Men, this is what I think you should do. Ken, well, what do you live by now? What's your rules?
No, my rule is this. So my rule is this. Before you can even step to me, before I can even look your way, best believe you need to be able to have a car and a place. You need to be able to have if it seems like your finances are not somewhat in line, like don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they got to be perfect, because I mean really, like who is really like perfect with their finances in this economy outside of that 1%?
I don't know of anybody.
Exactly. But what I am saying is this. Like you got to come with something. You got to come with something that you yourself is able to provide, because to want a man or even a woman to provide something that you yourself can't provide yourself, that is an issue. That is a huge issue. That's a red flag, and that's for any man or woman. Like exactly. That's some free advice right there.
Exactly. If you cannot do for yourself, why should anybody else do for you? If you cannot take care of yourself, how can you expect to take care of somebody else? There's a lot of women out here that are having children just because that they think the man will stay with them. And let's get on that too. Women, if you have a child, that responsibility is on you because you decided to have it. A man can't tell you when and where to have a baby or how to have a baby. That comes through your body. You need to make the decision that is right for you. If it is a we situation, which meaning that you have a counterpart or you're in a relationship and you guys both decide to, then okay. But if you're by yourself and you decide to have that child, you can blame that man, but that situation is on you because you incubate that child for 9 months. And if you're going through 9 months of that pain and that man has not been there for that 9 months, then you need to be ready to take on, the rest of that child's being. I'm not saying don't go after the man, but I'm saying more of that responsibility is on you. And I feel you don't have the right to complain because you chose to have the child. How do you feel about that?
I definitely think it takes two to tango, for sure. But it truthfully, how I feel about it, I mean, I guess I could say I share the same belief, because at the end of the day, it goes like this. Again, this goes back to you being able to take care of yourself before you try to take care of others, or before you want somebody else to take care of you. If you cannot first, and this is something that even I myself had to learn, like going through a divorce, I had to come to the realization that I need to be able that if I can't provide for myself, well, why would I put my faith and my trust in someone else to provide for me? I should be my own backup plan.
Exactly.
Like why am I worried about the next person? When I can't even buy my own. Like, and this is like I said, if you're not capable of being able to keep a car, keep a place, keep money in your pocket, you don't need to be in a relationship at all. Because once you enter into a relationship, it becomes a partnership. And if you suck at being, I mean, if we're looking at it from a business standpoint, if you stuck in a sole proprietorship, you're gonna suck as an LLC.
But most people are stuck in a sole proprietorship. They're looking at stuff from only their lens. They're not looking at it from an LLC or a C corp or a S corp standpoint.
Because
and most people don't even know what those things are.
They don't.
We're talking about business terms here.
Exactly.
Just in case you don't know.
Exactly, business terms. Because at the end of the day, because once you become an LLC, trust and believe, there's a whole lot more shit that comes with that than being a sole proprietor.
Yes, there is.
So much more paperwork, so much more legalities that come with it and whatnot. That if you are not on your shit, you run the risk of getting sued, losing your business, it getting shut down, everything, IRS, every fucking thing. So again, but going back to your point, I definitely believe that if you first off, you should know who you're fucking with to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
These are things that y'all should talk about in the beginning.
Most definitely.
The what happens, the what ifs. Do your research.
Mm-hmm.
I get so sick and tired of coming across women and their biggest thing is, oh well, this man screwed me over, that man screwed me over. Okay, well, did you do your research? Or did you just, go for the fact that he flashed a little bit of money, or for the fact that he, had good dick, gave you good head, whatever the fuck it may be. I mean, were you looking at, is this something that could last long term? Or were you looking at, oh, well, is this something that, is just a fun thing? Because if it's a fun thing, first of all, you should definitely be wrapping in the fuck up.
And most definitely, you need to make that statement up front.
Yeah.
If this is just fun, if it's a friendly fuck or whatever it is that you want to call it, then let that be known.
Let it be known. Not only that, but I mean, who gives a fuck whether or not, oh well, I don't like condoms, I don't like this, I don't like that. Fuck that. Because why are you gonna bring, and this is where what angers me the fucking most. I would say this should be the fucking rant of the day, but we ain't even. But I'm gonna go ahead and say this shit now. What irritates me the most is when you have people that bring children into this world
and don't take care of them,
and you don't take care of them. You pawn them off on other people. And again, you cannot take care of yourself, but yet as a sole proprietor, but yet you turn around and you want to become this LLC. And the thing is, you don't have the bankroll to support keeping the fucking business afloat. So then when the business tanks, again, we're using business terms. When the business tanks, now you're outsourcing, trying to find somebody to do this takeover of the business to save it, when it's personally should not be their job, because at this point, you tanked your own self. Stop bringing children into this world if you are not ready to take care of them. Stop bringing children into this world with people that you know that you're not going to be with 20, 30, 40 fucking years down the road. Stop bringing children into this world and having them be subject to your fucked up standards, because you cannot stand up and do the simple things, because you rather sit on Section 8 for fucking years, or you want to pop out another kid just so that you don't have to go to work. Or I mean the list goes on and fucking on. The amount of things that you can fucking go out and do, the amount of money that you can go out and fucking make, literally, the shit like that frustrates me.
I mean, and plus living in the state of Washington, you women have no reason to want for anything.
No, you don't.
The whole state has your back.
Literally.
So it doesn't make any sense why, if you are living in the state of Washington, while there is a such thing, there shouldn't even be a such thing as a broke female, especially if you are on government assistance. Your ass should have several degrees.
If you're on not only if you have several degrees, even if you don't have degrees, if you're on government assistance, your ass should definitely, you should have there should be some type of trade that you have.
Yes.
Whether it be doing hair, whether it be no market is too oversaturated to where you can't get in and make a name for yourself. Whether it's doing hair, doing nails, I mean, I wouldn't give a damn if you literally trying to push books, records, it don't fucking matter. And that's another thing. The fact that you're in a state, you got a lot of people, I'm just going to throw out music.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I want to do music. I want to go to either New York, or I want to go to Atlanta, or I want to go to LA, which obviously is the music capital. You know, I want to go to the big places. See, this is what people don't understand. Look at what what surrounds you. See, I'm from Michigan. So Michigan is not known for much of anything outside the fact that Ford is literally in Detroit.
Mm.
I mean, a couple other shit. I mean, you got a couple other things that are there, but fact of the matter is, why, like, when you're fleeing from situations, and don't get me wrong, that's not to say that, you know, you can't level up,
Got you.
but why don't you become the resource in that state, in that city?
Mhm.
Why do people feel the need to have to jump up? I mean, don't get me wrong, go, because, like, I mean, shit. I mean, everybody has to leave at some point.
Mhm.
But why, like, I don't understand how is it that, like, because here's the thing, not everybody that goes out to LA is gonna make it.
Most definitely.
Not everybody that goes out to New York, if you're trying to do films or whatever the fuck, is gonna make it.
But then that goes back to the sole proprietorship versus a LLC. I mean, you have to build yourself to be a LLC instead of a sole proprietor. There's only so much stuff you get on a sole proprietorship.
Exactly.
Your understanding is very, very limited.
Yeah.
Now you go to a LLC, now you understand that you're a business. And most people don't understand that they're a business. They don't have the self-esteem. They don't have the self-worth. They don't have the self-love. They don't have the hustle. They don't have a lot of those
Any
things,
of that.
you know, that you need to have. So they figure that by leaving and going to another state, that first of all, they leave their problems behind. They leave their insecurities behind. They think they start off fresh, not knowing that when you pick up and leave, you take yourself with you.
You take yourself with you,
and that all those problems come with you.
They come with you. Not only that, but when you leave and whatnot, you gotta understand, because 9 times out of 10, you just may be the problem. While you think you're leaving your problems behind, you just may be the biggest problem.
Oh no, you are the problem, and until you solve that problem or whatever it is you're going to continue to be the problem, no matter where it is you move to.
And see, that's what people don't understand. It's just like relationships. No. That's all a relationship is. Relationship is nothing but a big business.
Yeah,
when you link with somebody and you say, "Hey, I want to be with you" and whatnot, at that point, I mean, I look at that as you're literally giving a person half of your company at that point.
Yep.
But also look at it from this perspective, whether male, female, and when you're getting ready to enter into something with somebody, look at that. Look at yourself as an investor. Look at yourself as somebody that, okay, you know, if I'm gonna invest in this company, what is this company gonna yield? Like, show me how you did in the first, second, and third quarter. Where you project to end in the fourth quarter. What does next year's sales look like? What, again, business terms, we don't want to lose nobody. Basically, what I'm saying is, what do you have to offer? What are you bringing to the table? You know,
and sex is not really an offer anymore.
Sex is not.
It really isn't. It has to do with personal character now.
Exactly.
It has to do with who you are as a person and what it is that, and where you see yourself in between 3 to 5 years.
Exactly. Like, and then you see, I get so many different responses. Oh, I bring this to the table. I bring that to the table. You know, I'm loyal. Loyalty ain't shit. Chris Brown did a whole ass song. He did a whole ass song. Loyalty ain't shit nowadays.
It depends. And why I say it depends is because if you enter into the business loyal, if two people come together, they say we're going to form this LLC and we're going to be loyal to each other, which means I'm going to know what other businesses that you're looking at. I'm going to know where you are. I'm going to know what our spreadsheets look like.
Right.
I'm going to know what our investments look like, because at the end of the day, the reason why everybody is breaking up is because, and it just came to me, it's because of one thing.
What?
Their investments.
Yeah. No, like, seriously, legit. That's actually some real shit. Because if you invest in somebody and you're noticing that you're not getting nothing in return, and you are constantly, every period, you are in the fucking negative.
Yep.
Like, that's been me. I kid you the fuck not.
That's
Like
with me
when
as well, bro.
like when I sit there and I'm starting to really look, I'm just like, okay, hold the fuck on. Like we in the whole like shit, we in the whole 13 months straight. Like what do we, you know, at some point you gotta do a bailout at some point.
Yeah. Yeah, you most definitely do.
And another thing. Understand that just because you in it doesn't mean you necessarily have to make it work.
Explain that.
Just because you've invested your time, cause see, there's this misconception that, oh well, you know, I don't want to waste my time. But understand something. You're wasting more of your time by sitting in a situation that's not benefiting you.
So
And this is for my men.
yeah,
I'm not even talking about the ladies. I'm sorry. We got to push you off to the side for a second. This is for my men.
pull out. Take the investments that you have gotten and leave.
Yeah.
It's a bad stock.
Yeah.
It's a bad crypto.
Exactly.
Take what you can get and get the fuck out.
Yeah, and the thing about it is like, and men, let's not, cause see, we as men, we had this thing where it's like, oh well, nah, I gave her this, I gave her that. Fuck that. Let the shit go. We all invest. We all have done our fair share of bad investments. I know you and I mean shit. You probably more than I have.
I'm not even gonna lie to you, gentlemen. My investment that I had when I was married, I lost 70K. I had to walk away from 70K. Had to, because if I would have tried to fight for it, it would have caused me even more pain. And you have to come to an understanding: is the money really worth it, or is it just sanity that's more important? And I had to choose my sanity over the money. Sometimes you have to lose in order to gain. That's the rule of life. You have to lose in order to gain. That 70K, I will be able to make it back. But where I was going down the rabbit hole with that woman, I would have lost who I am. Don't lose who you are.
Don't, because it's gonna be as hard. And take it from myself as well. I've been there, not to that extent, but I've been there. When you lose yourself, man, that's rough.
It is.
Because you're sitting here and you're trying to, like you said, climb out this rabbit hole, and it's like you're trying, but it's like that hole just is keeps going up. It just keeps going up, and you're down on yourself. You're depressed. All these different things. This is why I tell you, like self-love and self-healing is real.
It most definitely is. I mean, I've been in the rabbit hole and the metaverse. The metaverse is when you try to change situations and make them look beautiful, but you know that they're bad. The rabbit hole, or did I say the rabbit hole? I said the metaverse, right?
Metaverse. You said both.
Okay. The rabbit hole is, you know, you're just in deep shit and you're trying to climb out, but that thing with the hole just seems like it just keeps getting bigger. So know what you're getting into. Know what you're getting into all the time. And I'll say this on both ends. Know the person you're getting into a relationship with, whether it's a friendship, whether it's a partnership, or rather it's in business. Know that person. That way you know what to expect. Don't think there's something that they're not, because that's going to lead you to be hurt. That's what happened to me. I thought the woman that I had married at the time was somebody who she really wasn't. And it almost brought something very deep and dark out of me. And if I would have done what I wanted to, there would have been no point. I would have been at the point of no return. I would not be able to come back from that mentally or physically, what I would have done. So watch out, because your mental stability is the most important. You think that person is everything, but your mental stability is worth way more than that person. You can get another person, but if you lose yourself, you can't get yourself back.
You really can't. And it's the truth. I mean, you know, if I had to put a bow tie on it, I would just literally say, just again, I can't stress it enough. If you not, there's nothing wrong with not being ready.
Nah, nothing wrong with it at all. As a matter of fact, that allows you more playtime
There's,
until you are ready.
there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with not being ready. There's nothing wrong with sitting this. There's nothing wrong with sitting this one out. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first, because so that you can always, because you owe it to yourself to give yourself the best version of yourself.
You do. You do. And I'm going to tell you, men, straight up. Straight up. You women aren't going to like me for saying this. But especially when it comes down to the investments of kids. Let's say you're a single man and you meet a woman that has 2 or more children. You might want to think about actually being in a relationship with that person. The reason why I say that is look and see how many babies' fathers there are. Make your judgment based off that. Doesn't matter how wonderful or how beautiful she comes off. You have to understand your worth and figure out if you're willing and ready to get involved in something like that. Because in that situation, now you are not just taking care of the woman, but you are taking care of her children. And if you don't have any children, I think it is best for you to be involved with the woman that doesn't have any children. It makes it easier on you, and it gives you a broader understanding of how you can raise your family. Because if she already has children, she has an idea of how those children should be ran. And 9 times out of 10, she's going to try to run you. You guys are going to get into a lot of arguments because she wants you to run them a certain way and you want to run them a certain way.
And not only that, but even if she, because you got some women that they're not even really parents to their children, but they will try and be a parent to you.
Yeah, that's even worse. That's even worse.
The shit like that, I hate. I fucking hate. Like, you can't even control your kids, or you're not even a parent to your kids, but you want to tell me what to do, and you want, like, bro, like, no. Well, I'm sorry. Easiest way to get cut off. Easiest fucking way to get cut off. Like, I don't even care, because, like, at that point, some got to give.
I mean, honestly,
but
it's easy to be selfish.
Yeah.
To understand what it is that you are willing to deal with and what you're not willing to deal with. Don't put yourself in a situation, no matter how good the woman looks, no matter how good the man looks, doesn't matter. If that situation doesn't make sense, don't put yourself in it based off looks or based off money. Actually, money is putting yourself in a situation where somebody has money. You're putting yourself even in a worse situation. It's right up there with, because the sex is good, I stay there.
Yeah.
Because what they have over you, they have power over you now. Whenever they tell you to do something, they're not even going to hand you the money, or they're not going to give you sex. And you're in there for, an equal opportunity. So you're stifling your opportunity in order for monetary gain that you don't even control. So you're better off trying to control your situation and your scenario and jumping into a situation that makes sense than a situation where you can benefit right off the top from. You have to come into a different type of understanding, a different type of mindset. It's not about the materialistic things. The materialistic things you can get with work. What you have to understand is self-worth. Where is it that you want to be? Financially and spiritually, with a person, or even by yourself. But first, figure it out where you want to be by yourself first. Because that's the roadmap. That's the blueprint. After you figure that out, then you can figure out, okay, now the next step is, what type of person do I want in my life? And then you're not willing to settle because you already have your roadmap planned out. Do not deter from your roadmap. This is the roadmap. This is your life. You only get one life to live. Why mess it up? Especially when you have it mapped out the way that it is that you want it. Everything's not going to be as you want it to be, but you can get to that goal. It's going to take time. You can get to that goal if you want to get to that goal. Don't cheat yourself. Like they say, treat yourself. And treating yourself is more of a marathon than a sprint.
Literally. I ain't gonna lie, bro. Next thing I had on the agenda was bring it to the, well, we're on the couch today, so bring it to the couch. But I mean, yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Like I kind of feel like we done. I feel like we done brought it to the couch, and we kind of low key had a little bit of a rant of the day.
You know, we always gonna have the rant of the days.
I'm trying to tell you. I mean, but what would your closing statement be?
Closing statement would be, the biggest treasure on this planet is yourself. You have to love, honor, and cherish who you are before you can jump in anything. If you don't have those three factors, you're going to mess up, and you're going to mess up a lot until you develop them. It's funny because we come into this world by ourselves. Even if you come in with a twin, you come in one at a time. Not everybody comes out the whole together.
Mm.
So if God has made that the ordainment of how you enter this world, then I believe that is the ordainment that you must have going on through this world. Now you get to share this world with somebody, but that is on you. So that means you must make the choice, the right choice for you on who you should be with. Because at the end, you still die by yourself. Anything else?
Well, my closing statement would be, definitely love yourself for sure. Because at the end of the day, regardless of what happens, you're all you have. When, folks walk away, people don't stay. When people, act funny, you're literally all that you have. And understand that, like, I mean, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you're a dope human being.
Yeah, you are.
You are a dope human being. You don't need validation from anybody.
Just yourself.
You don't need to be in that relationship that doesn't serve you no more purpose. Sometimes we come into people's lives for a season.
Yep.
And I think where we go wrong as human beings, and this is for men and women, is that we try to make and force that season to, stay in that season. We don't, we don't, what's the word I'm looking for? Try to stay up with the times, for lack of better words. We don't adjust to the change. We don't we try, we're over here, wearing summer clothes.
We become comfortable.
Yeah, we become comfortable. We're over here wearing summer clothes and it's winter. And then we wonder why we get sick.
Yeah.
Then we wonder why we're sick. Like, love yourself.
Yeah. I'm got something to add on to that. And I think wrap it up after this, unless you got something else to say. If you were back in the day, we lived in tribes, so we had to travel. And we traveled with seasons. So that means you couldn't stay comfortable. It means you come into one season, you move to one spot. You know it's there, the foods, the crops, all the rest of those other things. When that season ends, you move somewhere else. So we're never supposed to be comfortable. Comfortability is something we're not supposed to have. Once you get comfortable, and you see this with animals, what happens to the animals that get comfortable? They get eaten.
Mm-hmm.
Because they become complacent. They don't understand what's going on around them. They're just living in a form of euphoria. And though you can be in euphoria sometimes, you can't be there for many years. Just like they say, the honeymoon stage. And then After you come out the honeymoon stage, you actually deal with the real things of life, the real understandings that people have. It's just that, oh, I'm such in love. Nothing wrong with being in love, but know who you're in love with. And you have to be in love with yourself first before you can love anybody else. That is the highest understanding. So loving yourself is loving God, because God created you and has breathed breath into you. So you not taking the time to love yourself is disrespect to God. Think about that. The breath of life that God has given you in order for you to go out there and give love to others. You must what? Love thyself first. That's my closing statement. Got anything else, bro?
No, I mean, I would say that's the assignment. Love yourself first. No, but I mean, we pretty much covered everything. Short, sweet, to the point.
Yeah. You guys know how we do on grown man shit, man.
It's always a conversation to be had.
Always.
But make sure you stick up. Make sure you continue to follow us. We got our Instagrams up and running right now. GRWN Man SHT Podcast. That's at GRWN Man SHT Podcast. Give us a follow. And yeah, I mean, we about to be posting different little questions. We about to be posting some inspirational, some inspirational stuff up there. I mean, it's all about to start coming together. So, gentlemen, if you're looking for that encouragement, if you're looking to form that brotherhood, and ladies, even if you may have a couple questions, I mean, please, by all means, like, give us a follow. You know, we'll be going live. We got a lot of stuff we got planned.
Yep.
We can't wait to be able to share it with y'all. But I mean, at the end of the day, all good things have to come to an end. So
Yeah, most definitely.
we love y'all. We hope to see y'all next episode.
Take it easy. Stay blessed.